If you find yourself assuming the worst possible conclusion, you're catastrophizing, and often it's based on very limited information or objective reason to despair. But when you're in the midst of this, it feels like a crisis. While everyone has negative thoughts, many people's negative thinking can spin out of control and proportion. A relatively modest mistake or a disappointment can become a major fear or a reason for despair. In other words, a catastrophe. This pattern of thought can become destructive and lead to anxiety and even depression. Now, by being aware of the exaggerated conclusions and reframing them, you can tame those negative thoughts. And here are 2 ways you can stop blowing things out of proportion. One of the ways you can do this is to notice when it happens. Instead of labeling that negative thought as "I'm a failure," tell yourself, "I'm having a negative thought that I'm a failure." Right? Subtle difference in words make a big difference. And you can even give these thoughts a silly name or a funny voice, right? And that way you'll diminish its power. And once you've labeled that thought, tell yourself, "This might take some more time and energy," which is frustrating, rather than saying, "I can't do this." The second thing you can do is to stop worrying about the worst case scenario and ask yourself 2 important questions. The first is, how bad would it really be? And the second, would it really be something that you couldn't recover from? While a future outcome might be very unpleasant, it might not be the end of the world.